Breakfast with Cobb Colvin.
Trickstar Radio.
Right then, we're inside the building. This is Trickstar Radio. How are we all doing this morning, gents? Are we good? Are we feeling good?
Yeah.
Feeling good for a full day of would you call it teaching?
Teaching, yeah.
Teaching, you call it teaching?
Yeah,
I think that's the right thing to call it. So we've been looking at like the creation of education and base here, which is quite fun to say, actually. Education and base. It's got like a nice roll to it. It comes off the tongue quite nicely. I only just realised that.
Got a lovely ring to it.
So we're here today, obviously, to talk about what's going down in Brighton today, which is happening at Varndine. So do you want to talk me through what is actually taking place?
Yeah, so we are heading over to Varndine College, where we will be doing 2 90-minute workshops, and we have decided we're going to be basing that on the art of remixing today.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, I reached out to them and we've hooked up. So all of their students have now signed up to the site, which is great. And we're now going there to put a face to the name, the brand, and just do our things and just, you know, consolidate some friendships and all that.
That's what I like to. That's what I like to hear. So I mean, it's been a busy sort of like a busy few months. It seems like over the last couple of months, it seems like it has sort of like exploded to a certain extent. Yeah,
we spent a lot of time behind the scenes. We do a lot that people don't see, and it's now in the last couple of months a lot of it's come to fruition, if you will, and it's looking nice on the outside as well as on the inside. And yeah, things are moving fast. It feels good, and we've got a lot more to announce and a lot more to do. Yeah, because we're continuously working, and you know, we just don't stop. So yeah, it's starting to come good,
which is what I like to hear. I always like to hear about projects progressing on like a regular basis as well. We're looking through kind of like the website here. So what would like an average piece of like an average project within the website, what would it consist of if someone was to sign up, for instance?
Raph knows the content inside out.
So most of our courses consist of, on average, it could be from 5 lessons to some are 25 to 30 lessons, I believe.
Yeah, the TJ Rap one's 50.
50, in fact.
50 lessons.
It's an Ableton 101 course. Now, most of our lessons consist of about 7 to 10 minutes apiece. And yeah, you could really lose yourself in that content. We also have some shorter pieces of content, which is actually free. You could just sign up with an email address. And that's all the single lessons, which are all, you know, equally as good. You know, we don't just throw it up there for free to stuff. We just think we just throw it up there.
Yeah.
It's just valuable content, and we just think because it's single lessons, then, you know, we just give it to people to sign up with an email, and then if they want to check out the you know, the full courses and stuff, then you know, they can dig a little deeper.
I think the whole layout of everything looks really, really good as well. I think obviously it's a kind of system that is being picked up now. It is being picked up by people. Like, who have you managed to get it involved with, like college-wise? Colleges or unis, or like just general centres of learning?
We've got Kingston University on board. We've got Northampton College. We've got Varndine. We've also got Stafford College, and we also have there's another one.
SAE.
Yeah, we have the SAE Institute, which is a big one. So we've got that rolled out across all of the SAEs across the UK. We're in talks with Dubai, and we're in talks with Indonesia as well.
So it's international. It's already international.
We're not stopping, man.
Yeah.
You know, we've also got the DBS campuses on board, and we've got Access Creative as well. So we're coming from all angles, and yeah, it's good. Nice.
What I want to try to nail down here is as well, what are the like individual roles that you three kind of play within this sort of setup?
So I'm actually the content and partnership manager.
Okay.
I'm also a tutor.
Okay.
And of course I'm an artist as well.
Yeah.
But we do whatever we need to do on the day, you know. And same with Andrew, he's the CEO and the founder, but he's probably got about 20 different job roles.
Nice. So it's very much you will kind of like dip and weave into different like parts depending on what's needed to be done.
Yeah, we have to.
Yeah, we're still very much a small company on the inside, so I'm
exactly.
Yeah, could be making the tea one day.
Yeah, that's
managing director the next. But yeah, it's not a big team, but there's a lot going on.
That's what I liked it. And I think projects like this, when you have got a smaller team and everyone's putting like everything into it, I feel that's when the projects are almost like successful. I find a lot of the time with sort of stuff like this, you kind of like take on 8, 9, 10 different people all to get involved from the beginning, and then everyone's sort of like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I thought that was your job, and then stuff ends up collapsing a lot of the time because there are almost too many people involved from an early stage. I think when you've got a smaller team of people that are all very passionate about what they're doing and know what they're doing as well, I think that's when you do end up like creating some diamonds out of it. I think that's kind of what's happening here.
Yeah, I just want to say as well, the tutors are amazing. So
Yeah,
people
for
like
sure.
Guzi, who's on board. So
Yeah, we haven't had any
jump in.
conversation.
Yeah, I've been looking for a point to try and bring him in.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
sitting there patiently thinking, say something.
So, like, when we're like saying tutoring here, like, what does tutoring for education and bass involve?
So I mean, the bulk of it is sort of getting my content made. So that'll be either 2 30-minute long courses or an hour-long course. And for me, it's just covering something sort of like drum and bass specific, because that's what I do. So I just try and think of sort of what are the most useful tips and tricks I've been passed on over the years, really, and just try and put that into sort of nice, concise content for people, so they don't have to spend years and years guessing and working out.
or being misled on YouTube.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, how do you feel about YouTube tutorials to production? Like, do you feel like generally they're pretty good? Or
I think there's some amazing stuff on there.
Yeah,
I think
sure.
what upsets me is when you go to a video that's had millions of hits and they're actually speaking the wrong theory and saying just what it's not an opinion thing, it's what they're actually saying is wrong, and they're misleading people, and they actually don't know what they're talking about, but they're still getting mad hits, and
people are kind of going, that's gospel to an extent.
There's like certain terminologies and certain things that, you know, you kind of do need to get right, as you will mislead people. Like, some of it's very subjective, and we go by things, learn the rules and break the rules. So, you know, he might do a process that's different to me, but we still get the same end result. But when there's actually terminologies and stuff being used in the wrong way, it is very
That's when it becomes a bit of an issue.
Of course it is.
and you
There's
know,
a lot of that.
one classic one at the moment, everyone is slamming limiters on every channel because they've seen certain tutorials, but their music sounds rubbish.
Yeah.
And it's like, cool, you've seen that, but it's not. And I asked the question, why have you done that? Well, because I saw it on this tutorial on YouTube, but it's not working for you.
Yeah.
So you need to understand. You
They're
need to
turning their lovely sine waves into square waves, unknowingly, but thinking it sounds great.
So
and then get into a
almost,
club
I think
instead.
a big thing of this as well then is obviously to kind of set people on the right path production-wise, and kind of give them almost like a base knowledge that they're not necessarily going to find out without years of experience. It's almost like a bit of a fast track to an extent.
We've done all of the hard work, so people don't have to, in a sense. Like, I haven't sat in the studio for the best part of 20 years to not share my knowledge with people. And believe you me, I've made all of the mistakes, and there's a lot of things that I can say, and the reason I can stand by them is because I've tried and tested them 100 times, and I could say, you probably don't want to do that. You might want to listen to me. You know, it's the same with Andrew. So
how often?
Guzi as well.
How often are new bits of new like courses and new like projects and new lessons being added to the site then?
We upload brand new content every single week. It kind of goes up on a Friday, but it can go up kind of any day, and we make people aware of it via the socials. And we usually have a course that goes up, a free video, and we also have free sample packs that go up every Friday as well, which kind of consists and kind of revolves around the course, let's say. So if a tutor does something on synthesis, the sample pack could be, you know, to do with synth basses and stuff. So it all kind of coincides and stuff like that.
Is there anything special going on this Friday?
There is.
Yeah.
It's a Black Friday deal that we have going on. So it's 50% slashed on every single membership on our site, from the monthly to the annual, and also the beginner's course as well, which is a 30-week course that kind of starts at beginner's level and takes you right through to advanced, really. And the discount code for that is EBBF50.
That's amazing to remember that, of course.
Do you know what? It's me that actually set it up as well.
So basically, education and based Black Friday 50.
Nice.
EBBF50.
Just in case my letters sounded like D's or stuff like that.
Just picking random ones out of
Education and based Black Friday 50.
That's something I see on YouTube all the time when people do discount codes. They just make them up on the spot and then have to put them in at a later date and make sure they're the same.
Oh no, that's wrong.
So there's auto-generated passwords.
Yeah.
There you go. That's your discount code.
Yeah.
Right, we're going to jump into another tune next. This one, a very special one. I actually did have Boiling Down on the show quite recently. This one is a track called Startup featuring Flowdown. Give me a 10-15 second intro to this one before we jump into it.
Yeah, Bad Boy Boylan. He's on a bit of a mission at the moment. He's turned grime on its head, and he's in a league of his own now, doing what he's doing. And it's not, I don't think it is grime, I just think it's wicked music.
Yeah.
And it's great to be associated with grime, but he's actually in a league of his own, which is powerful.
I definitely agree with that.
Check out his album.
Yeah.
And it's out on Nomine Sound right now.
Yep.
There's just so many things to promote today. I'm loving it. There's so many things. It's a brilliant day. So what is the best social media at for each of you individually?
So mine is at Nurve Music. That's NURVE Music.
For me, it's at Guzi DNB, GUZIDNB, and that's on pretty much everything.
Nice.
Yeah, and Nomine sound on most things. So it's Nomine sound.
That's what we like to hear. This one, Boylant Startup, featuring Flowdown. Don't go anywhere. We are live on Trickstar Radio.
Waking up Brighton.
Breakfast with KXVU.